So I prevented my students from having to go see the principal. And they love me for that because I dealt with everything in-house. Okay? Because I found strategies to help them to work through those situations. Okay? Now, did I have a few kids that did some things? Yes. And I'm going to tell you, one kid, he had got in some trouble, right? And I'm going to send him home for a couple of days. And basically what he tells me is, he says, Coach Wortham, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do it. And so I say, when you pull up the video for me. And then he went to the office and we looked at the video, right? And first, I just left the video normal where it wasn't blown up anything. And I say, that's not you right there. That's not me. Oh, that ain't me. Coach, man, he don't even walk like me. You know? And so I blew it up a little bit. Say, man, that's your face right there. Coach, that ain't me. So I blew it up just a little bit more, you know, so he can really, really see it. And he said, Coach, I don't know what you're talking about. That ain't me. Yeah. And so, you know, I got to the point where, you know, I'm not going to deal with it any longer. You know, and I basically told him, look, you're going home for 2 days, son. And if your mom wants to challenge the video, but you're going home for 2 days. Bottom line. He stayed there because now when most students get suspended from school, the parent has to come get them from the school, right? My students stayed all day, you know, because I knew, number one, that, you know, most of my parents was not going to answer the phone, especially if they saw Mr. Wortham's number or the school number, they was not going to answer the phone. And number two, it was always going to be an excuse that they couldn't come get the kids. And so my kids would stay there until the end of the day, get on their bus and go home. So the end of the day comes, and the kid says, Coach, it was me on that video. And he said, I know you knew it was me, but I just want to, you know, say it because I don't want you to be mad at me, and I understand that you always talk about us accepting responsibility. And it really, you know, I almost dropped some tears out of my eyes because that let me know that he was getting me. And so what I did was I said, son, I'm so proud of you, man. That's big time. You know, I celebrated when they did things that I wanted them to move to. I made a big deal out of it. I said, man, that's big time, boy. Give me some. And I said, I'll see you in 2 days. The reason I do that is because this is why strategies don't work, is because we feel sorry for them and we don't make them, you know, accept the responsibility and the consequence for what they do. I did. I loved him. Brought tears to my eyes, but he had to serve those 2 days. You know, because that teaches him that there is a consequence for every action that you do. Okay? And that's why I say you can be firm and you can be loving at the same time. And that's what I was able to do, is to balance both. I was firm. Man, I'm so proud of you. Boy, give me something. See you in 2 days. Because he had to serve those 2 days. Just think about all the problems that you have with youth. Most of it comes down to them what? Not accepting responsibility for what they did. Why don't they accept responsibility for what they did? Because they learn how to manipulate the situation. Had I said, man, you know what? Don't worry about them 2 days. Come on back in here in the morning. You'll have to deal with them later on. That's just reality. So that's the thing. Things will work, but the key to it is you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. No matter what that kid does, you do. You make a big deal out of it, but at the same time, he have to suffer the consequences for what he did. Okay? And the kid didn't get in any more trouble after that. That's how I knew that he was understanding. Okay? All right. Now, there's another situation that actually saved the student because I went to the video. Because this kid, he was known to do some things, and the teacher came and she put a report in saying that he pushed her. And this kid, we was getting ready to, go through the whole workup with him, send him to the, we have like a trial too, in the school system where, the kid goes before those people that are hired to do that. But this is the thing. This kid was always honest. He was. Even when he did something wrong, you say, yeah, coach, I hit him. I slapped him in the mouth, coach. Yep, I did it. And he was messing with me. He's never shied away from what he did.